Welcome to another episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles, where we rip everything sports cards and notable collectibles. Today we are out to find out whether or not Topps Chrome basketball value boxes have any hits just like the hanger boxes. Let's find out. Welcome YouTube. Thank you for joining us once again. We have another retail rip of 2025 Topps Chrome basketball, but this time the value box edition. As you know, based on our last rip of this product, we were out to prove that hangers are bangers. And it's safe to say with that Cooper FLAGG refractor pull that we got, they definitely were that day. Just to give you an update, that Cooper FLAGG rip or pull that I got was able to pay for a few boxes, let's just say, on eBay, okay? So hopefully we can find some luck with the value box. So as you may be aware, with the value box, you are getting the red, white, and blue parallels, okay? So that's something different, but you feel this box? It is very light. Hopefully it's not light on the hits as well, okay? So that's what we're getting here, and the controversy starts here in regards to price. As mentioned before, the hanger boxes are the more affordable retail boxes. This guy right here, $50 each. So we have two of them, which means we have $100 in cost, which is crazy, right? $50 for a blaster or value box is insane. However, that's the price. And as you know, this is a very hyped up and sought after product, but hopefully that will remain the case after our rip today. So without further delay, we're going to get right to it. So as you know, if you are following our channel, we rip everything sports and non-sports. So if you haven't seen, we have our non-sports video up, released earlier this morning, or I should say late last night, and that is of the Topps Chrome Marvel Studios. So that one was a very anticipated rip, and it was a very fun rip, and we got some good results. So check that out. I was able to flip some of those cards already and basically almost pay for my box. So hopefully the same could be this. We could say the same about these Topps Chrome basketball boxes. Last time we ripped value boxes, it was of the hyped up Topps Chrome Update baseball, and didn't do so well. Okay, so hopefully it's all saved up for this rip. And as you know, the one that we have yet to rip is the Mega Box, and we will do that shortly because that is an insane price as well. So the Mega Boxes go for $85 a box, which is crazy because, once again, no guaranteed hits. So let's get to it. But we're all on board for the hanger boxes because our hanger boxes have shown some good results. All right, here we go. So pack number one. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Our first rip. So our first look in person of the red, white, and blue parallels for Topps Chrome basketball. Here we go. Pack number one. Eric Gordon, we're waiting for his redemption auto that we got in Topps Chrome basketball. We got that on, I think, on a hobby or a jumbo, the paper stock edition. We're waiting for that to come back. All right, we have a Ball of Duty. Come on, Maluwach is what I was told I should be pronouncing his name. I was calling him Malawak, but I was told that I was whack for doing so because it should be Maluwach. All right, so nice card of him, Ball of Duty. We just needed for him to ball out. All right, there you go. Because we pulled on the Black Friday Target, we pulled a blackout parallel of his number 1 out of 5, which is out to get graded right now. So hopefully we get some good results. All right, so we're going to get a nice colored parallel coming up. And that one is, well, we'll find out. Domantas Sabonis. And this one is a Maverick. Is it one Cooper FLAGG? Is it? It is! Bam! There you go, Cooper FLAGG on this parallel. All right, I don't know what you call this parallel, but It's about time. We're cooking. What a way to start. Let's go. All right. Definitely better than the hobby box. All right. I know it's a parallel. I don't know what kind this is. It looks like a basketball one, right? It's got the basketball color and look to it. Tell me what this is, guys, in the comments. I haven't done the research, so bam, there you go. A Cooper flag. I've joined the Cooper flag party. Thank you. So last time on the hanger, we got his refractor, and we got a nice parallel of Cooper flag. Hopefully we have more waiting in the wings. Good start in our retail rip. Is that 50 bucks? Is that the box worth already, if not more? Let me know. All right, we're going to get a blue. Oh, we're getting red, white, and blue. Sorry, okay. I was going to say just a blue. So we got Quentin Grimes. Wagner, we're going to get a king. It is going to be Keegan Murray. Cool card, right? The red, white, and blue reminds me of Panini. Doesn't Panini have a red, white, and blue? But I think they used to be like in the fat packs. And football. I know definitely in football. There might have been for basketball. Prism. I know football Prism had it. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that. But this is better. If you look at it, definitely better than what Panini was sending out there. All right. Okay. We've got Ace Bailey, his base card. We have a card that is flipped. Okay, so we're going to hold off on that one. We got a Dwayne Wade. And we're going to see who this one... We got Shaq right there. Shaq Diesel. And this one here that's flipped is a Devin Castle. It is a refractor. So they decided to flip this around. This Devin Castle. Doesn't say it's a refractor, but you could see that shine. All right, there you go. We will... Would have been nice if it was Stephon Castle. I thought it was Stephon Castle for a second. All right, here we go. So not too many cards here. I mentioned 4 cards, right? So here we go. On to the next one. This is the first box. We already had pack number 2. 1 Cooper flag on that basketball-looking parallel. Is that what it's called? A hoop parallel? A basketball parallel? Here we go. On to the next one. We are just going to get a insert, and it is of, Dylan Harper, Serenity. We pulled this before, if I'm not mistaken, and a Jalen Green. But I've been a little behind and lazy to list some of these cards, so I definitely should. But this Serenity's got, I'm wondering if this one's a little bit different than the other one we pulled. I don't know if this is, doesn't say a refractor, but nice card right there. Dylan Harper, who's been playing well. So this class, draft class, is loaded in terms of stars. You'd have to say Con Kneppel has to be leading the pack. Cooper Flagg is right on him. Cooper Flagg's definitely been playing really well lately. And then, hold on, let's just fix that a little bit. And Dylan Harper's been coming up. VJ, where are you, VJ? VJ's got to step up his game. Don't know so much about Ace Bailey, but, Kalkbrenner's been doing well. So, definitely a Coward, right? Coward's been doing well. So definitely a deep class compared to years past. All right, here we go. So we are going to get, there's Brandon Miller, who we need to start balling out. We are heavily invested in him. We're going to have a Nick Claxton, it looks like, on the refractor of Nick Claxton. Okay, that one says, and we have Igor Demin on his rookie. All right, so we're just leaving up the refractors right now. Last pack, all right? So we are going to ask you in terms of our giveaway, because we are going to be giving away in the new year. So we're going to have another red, white, and blue. Got Jalen Suggs. We got a Benedict Mathurin. And before we reveal that, we have Donovan Spider Mitchell. And on the red, white, and blue, we got a Laker. It is Austin Reeves, who's been playing well. We will sleeve that up. No Luka in the product this year, right? And that makes 0 sense to me. I know he's got something exclusively with Panini, but I thought it's through the Players Association they've got the licensing for, but whatever. I'm not even going to get into that right now. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of a break because we're going to remind you that we are coming down the home stretch for our giveaway at the end of the month. We are giving away the following products. This one here. This one here, okay? We are going to be giving away this one here, Unclaimed, okay? We are going to give away this one and a non-sports product rip. We're going to give that one away. And we also going to be giving a mystery tin. And I'm going to add to it one of the cards from this Topps Now. Now, which card it is, you have to watch the reels because I'm going to be dropping some reels revealing what's behind in that Topps Now. And one of those cards will be added to our giveaway. So, how do you qualify for a giveaway? Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Here's this one right here. Little tease of what we're giving away. Just for, number one, being subscribed to the channel. You have to do that first and foremost. You have to watch this video to the end, which we will test that in a bit. And, ooh, we got a nice one right here. We have a Inspiration Like Father, Like Son of Steph Curry. I know these cards do well. And we have MPJ, who was balling out for Brooklyn. Why do I know that? Because he is on my fantasy team, and he's doing really well, picking up a lot of, or helping us in our weekly battles. Okay, on to the next one. So one of the questions that we're going to have you answer, all right? So once again, you need to be subscribed. You need to watch this video to the end. Like this video, share it with others, and answer two of our questions in the comments section. Ooh, we're going to get another basketball parallel, okay? Let's see who we get there. We're going to get Brooks Barnsizer, and we're going to get a Fred VanVleet. And before we reveal that one, we got a Bazalius. And who do we got here? He is a Wizard. So Alexander Sarr, right? Would he probably be? Or who's the other guy that's pretty good? Keyshawn George. It is Alexander Sarr. Okay, we'll take that. Because these, when I throw out those names, those are the ones that, in my opinion, would be acceptable to get, right? So there you go. So Topps is listening to me. They gave me a Cooper flag. I didn't guess Cooper flag. Everyone knows that's who you want if we're looking at the Mavericks. And I said, maybe Alexander Sarr. Okay, there you go. Hello, thank you, Topps. So this, I didn't mention, but these boxes did come from Topps. They came during the pre-order. Some of the, hanger boxes, few of the first rip did come from Topps, and more recently they came from, I think, Walmart. But I did pick some up from GameStop because I do plan on doing a retail box battle soon. So stay tuned for that. But that'll be after we eventually rip our mega box. Here we go. Pack number 2. So we have, I'm going to hold off on that one. Kevin Werder. And who is our red, white, and blue? It is a Maverick. Can we strike twice, guys? Can we strike twice? No, we get Spencer Dinwiddie. Whack, 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 wow. We were pressing our luck there, huh? Thought we were going to get Cooper twice, 2 different boxes. Okay, so in the comments section, I do want you to tell me what you think is the best hit aside from Cooper flag, okay? Because I know people were going to say Cooper is the hit. So to make sure you're paying attention. So who is the best hit, or what is the best hit in this rip aside from Cooper flag? And then we'll ask you another question in a bit. It's that easy, guys. Everyone can be a winner here. You don't have to be following us for so long, but we got something there. Once again, something is I guess, backwards, okay? And we have a Larry Legend. And who is on the back of this card right here? Trey Murphy. We reveal, we flip. It is a Jarrett Allen. All right, Jarrett Allen refractor. Thought it was something cool. It's Jarrett Allen on this one here. It doesn't say refractor here, but it is a refractor, right? Okay. Nice. Is that refractor? Is that something else? You tell me. I'm getting all mixed up with all the different terminology here because the other card that we pulled definitely said refractor. Where'd that go? Right there, refractor. So you tell me, okay? On to the next one. Okay, here we go. Brunson. We've got a something here, okay? We've got James Harden, and who do we got in this card right here? It is a Kawhi Leonard Activators. Cool card. Don't know if he's been activating, unless you want to count activating the Clippers into the lottery, therefore giving the pick to the OKC Thunder, right? Probably the worst trade, all right, in NBA history. Some people say the worst trade is the Luka trade, okay? But, you know, if you think about it, because they did so bad after the trade, they got Cooper Flagg. Now, was it rigged by the NBA? Maybe, maybe not. But who do the Clippers have in return for their trade? Just to recap, the Clippers traded Shea, Danilo Gallinari, and a bunch of picks for Paul George, basically, right? But it's the pick, so it's one thing to give out Shea. It's another thing to give out one or two. They give out a bunch of picks, and there's Dylan Harper. Nice card of Dylan Harper. It's a base, but it's our first base, so we are going to sleeve it up. So it's these picks that are haunting the Clippers because now they need them, and they're not going to get them. All right, there you go. Con Kneppel, his first base card. We will sleeve that up as well. So if we're not going to get another Cooper in the parallel, let's get a nice base of Cooper. We'll take that. All right, here we go. We've got a refractor of Ron Holland II. And that one says refractor. How is that any different from this card that doesn't say refractor? Go figure. Okay, on to the last pack. But before we get to that last pack, we need to ask our question. All right, so the additional question that we are going to ask is in regards to you guys telling me, all right, who you think. So give me your list. I love the list questions when I ask you to give, who you think are the best. All right, I want you to give me a list. This is a list question. We're going to ask you give me your top 3 power forwards in the NBA right now, okay? So not ever in the NBA. Name your top 3 power forwards. Include that in our comment section along with what is the best hit from our rip. And that'll qualify you for our giveaway, which will be sometime in early to mid-January, which is 2 weeks away. All right, here we go. We have, I thought it said Mavericks again. No. All right, so we're going to get a buck, okay, for the red, white, and blue to close things out. Giannis is the preferred one. Let's see who we get. We get Dame Time, Damian Lillard. All right, we'll take Dame Time. I like the cards are very nice, by the way. Look at the red, white, and blue. So I wish I got a Cooper on this one, or even a Giannis, but we'll take that. All right, so let's recap what we got, guys, okay? So here's a quick recap. As you can see, probably the best one right there is one Cooper Flagg, but we're asking what is the best hit outside of the Cooper Flagg hit. So just to make sure you're paying attention, make sure you don't say Cooper Flagg because that won't qualify you. So we got some refractors here. And we did get this nice Austin Reeves red, white, and blue. The refractors, not so much. We have as well some red, white, and blues here. We got some nice base cards of Con Kneppel and Dylan Harper. Activator of Kawhi Leonard and the not so nice red, white, and blues of these guys. So there you go. Our first venture into the blaster box or value box. Not too bad. Don't know if we would have gotten the value back on the second box like we did in the first box, but pretty good venture into it. You can see we have one there left. Are we going to give that away? Probably not. We're probably going to do a nice retail box battle comparing the different retail products in a future video. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more non-sports rips. I don't know if you could see, but it's coming soon. We're going to rip this guy as well as another hobby box of Topps Chrome Marvel. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for your support. And if I don't tell you in time, happy holidays to you.